Welcome back to Morgantown, West Virginia. It's Fox College football presented by Geico. Bit of a shocker here at Mountaineer Field. William and Mary, 17-7 leaders over West Virginia. And Chris, you and I knew coming into this ball game, William and Mary going to play tough and compete. But the bottom line is we did not expect them to be leading by 10 at the break.
No, we didn't. They've certainly played well. There's no doubt about that. You know, two things William and Mary was concerned about going into the game. The speed of West Virginia. Would they be able to tackle them in the open field? They've done that. And then their lack of depth. William and Mary's really hasn't been a problem for them so far. They're fresh. They're playing well. I look for more of that in the second half.
Let's look now at the highlights from the opening half. And the early portion of this game, exactly what we thought we would get. A large dose of Charles Sims.
Yeah, well, why not? He's the most talented guy on their offense. I still think we're going to get a big dose of him in the second half. You know, the other thing is, who else are they going to incorporate into this offense so far? You know, we haven't seen anybody else really make a play for them other than Charles Sims.
Sims did get the score that put West Virginia up 7-0. For William and Mary, the other number 3, Trey McBride.
Yes, well, there's one thing that my time in New England as an assistant coach and an assistant scout, you take away the team's number 1 option. And so far, they've been unable to do that. Trey McBride's been phenomenal, made some great catches. You know, they're going to continue to go to him. But if I'm West Virginia, stop him, make somebody else beat you.
That first pass to McBride set up the touchdown pass to Darnell Laws. The second pass to McBride opened the door for Michael Graham to run it in himself. West Virginia got the opening kick. They deferred, so they will have the ball to start the second half as we look at our stats from half number 1.
Well, it was the tale of 2 quarters, really. You know, West Virginia kind of dominated the first quarter. The second quarter was all William and Mary. You know, these quarterbacks for West Virginia, they struggled in the second quarter. You saw them get off to a good start. Millard went 8 for 8 to start the game, but they're 1-6 in the passing game since then.
And it will be Millard that gets the call to begin the second half. Clint Trickett got a couple of series there in the second quarter. Millard standing at his own 20 in the shotgun. Hands it off to Sims. Right back to the bread and butter. 4 yards for him as he goes out to the 29-yard line.
The William & Mary defense, they've proven so far that they can handle this run game. They're not going to be overpowered. Their defensive line's doing a great job, and they've limited the amount of big plays in the running game.
Millard, 9 of 12, 99 yards in that opening half of play. Going to throw it here on second down. Quick pass to Keel Shorts, who's been impressive in his Mountaineer debut.
Yes, he has. He's everything that they said he would be. Smart, good hands, a reliable receiver in the slot.
Got in front of Frank Tamaklo. The transfer from Wisconsin made the stop. Here's Sims running on first down. Quick burst, spin move, takes him out near midfield. They're going to say his knee went down at the 48, but another first down for West Virginia.
We talked about before the first half and West Virginia can't panic. Just continue to do what you do. Run the ball, high percentage passes.
Down 10 for a high-octane offense. No big deal. Devontae Mathis has the catch on the far side. Drives it inside the 45 of William and Mary. Jerome Copeland came up from his safety position to make a stop. 91 tackles a year ago, 3 interceptions for him. He's a catalyst in the secondary. Here's Millard. Shorts again has got it. And one more time, the pitch and catch results in a first down for West Virginia, and the Mountaineers wasting no time here in the second half.
No, good play calling so far by Dana Holgerson. Been some high percentage passes. Get some confidence back on your offense. Get the team with a little positive momentum, like what they're doing.
Smith in the backfield. Lines up behind Millard, who operates out of the pistol. That's Cody Clay to his left. Haven't said his name a lot today. He's the blocking back in this situation and unable to get to his man. Smith going to be dropped for a loss back around the 40.
Well, you jinxed Cody Clay there.
I did.
You said you hadn't called his name much, and there he missed the block. Cody Clay, nice little addition to this offense. He can do it all. Play tight end, line up in the slot, plays a little fullback.
Great hands, reliable West Virginia kid that grew up loving Mountaineer football. Living out his dream, playing for Dana Holgerson. Right side, Smith gets the carry. Nice job to break tackles inside the 30 and a couple of yards shy of the first down. Jerome Copeland tried to hang on, but Smith, the junior college transfer, would not be denied.
Yeah, Dreamus Smith, he's a bull. He's a little bit shorter in size as far as his height, but he's 220 pounds. Arm tackles aren't going to bring the guy down. You better hit him square and wrap up.
Spot the ball at the 28-yard line. 2.5 minutes gone here in the second half. Sims gets the carry on third down. Spins in the hole, but going to be short of the first down by a yard. And decision time for Dana Holgerson.
Nice little play there by Jerome Copeland. Kind of shot the A-gap. Made Sims readjust his running lane. And William & Mary kind of rallied and made the tackle.
Derek Hope comes into the game. Cody Clay in there as well. An indication they are going with their short yardage package on 4th down and 1. This a big play for both the West Virginia offense and that William & Mary defense.
Quarterback's underneath the center.
The hand to Smith, who makes a man miss, has the first down, leaping inside the 25-yard line to the 23 of William & Mary.
I like what West Virginia's doing. They're not getting away from their game plan either. Not going to panic. Still going to run the ball and try to keep this William & Mary defense honest.
Millard going under center once again on 1st and 10. That's the aforementioned Clay that goes in motion. Little audible at the line for the junior quarterback, who hands it to Smith coming right side. Cuts it back, breaks a tackle, and has a couple of yards near the 20. Going to be knocked down at the 21-yard line. Luke Rhodes there for William & Mary.
William & Mary's done a good job of tackling so far. They told us early in the week they were a little concerned with it. They didn't scrimmage a lot all through preseason camp because of the lack of depth. They didn't want to get anybody hurt. So here they are. The bullets are for real, and they're making the tackles.
2nd and 8 for Millard. Little play action with Sims. Look toward the end zone. Now throws it right side. And a great catch made to keep the feet in bounds. K.J. Myers with another West Virginia first down.
Good throw there by Millard. Might have had the post for the touchdown on the front side. He didn't like it. Moved in the pocket. Made a good throw on the outside.
Myers doing a good job to keep himself alive. Here's Sims running left. Breaks it outside. He's got speed, but can't go anywhere here. Maybe so. He breaks a tackle and gets a couple. Could have very easily been knocked for no gain or a loss of a yard. Quincy September came over to make the tackle on Sims after he went around the corner.
Millard's got to be smart here too. If they're going to pass the ball, it's getting down here at the 8-yard line. The field gets short, it gets crowded. Be smart, make sure your team comes away with points here.
5 minutes into the second half. West Virginia solid on the offensive side of the ball. Sims cuts it right side. Falls at the 5. The 3rd down and short.
Third down and 5. I would expect we're going to see some type of pass, something in the slot. I'd look for number 82, Devontae Mathis, right here to get the ball.
They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Here's Millard giving it right side to Sims, and a great effort defensively. Jerome Copeland came up and pulled him down.
Yeah, really good tackle by Jerome Copeland. Here he is right here. You see him. The best player on their defense last year makes a big tackle, saves the touchdown there.
He's a captain.
He'll be playing in the NFL. He's going to make a roster next year somehow, some way. Too talented in pass coverage and too good of a tackler not to be somewhere.
Great drive for West Virginia. Going to result in a field goal try. And this one up and good for Josh Lambert. Mountaineers score on their opening drive of the second half. They trail at 17-10 William and Mary with their first chance when we return. Paul Millard leads the scoring drive to open the second half for West Virginia. 17-10, they trail William and Mary. 15 plays, 70 yards. Lambert caps it off with a 22-yard field goal.
They're not used to going 15 plays here in West Virginia. They've been a little spoiled the last year with Tavon Austin, Stedman Bailey. The ability for them to break the big one. It's nice to see your quarterback put together a 15-play drive.
You know what caught my eye there? 10 rush, 4 pass. Interesting when you look at the balance for West Virginia.
Yes, it's a little bit misunderstood about this offense. They do run the ball. They stay patient with it. Statistically, they're pretty good at it. And as well, they find ways. It might not always be a run. You've seen last year where they do the little forward pitch to Tavon Austin. That ends up being a pass, but it's really like a run play. They're pretty balanced offense.
All about getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. They've spread it around quite nicely today.
But only one playmaker out there right now, and that's Charles Sims.
Molinari kicks it deep. Little wind in his face here. Going to be hauled in by Trey McBride. Across the 20 to the 25 and flips across the 30-yard line. Nice return to the 32. Now it's time for the Lowe's Never Stop Improving Game Break. Let's go to Los Angeles and Patrick O'Neill.
And we're going to take you to College Station. Texas A&M minus a Heisman winner, struggling with Rice, but that touchdown by Trey Carson ties things up at 14. The Aggies playing without a handful of suspended players, including Johnny Manziel, but Johnny football eligible for the second half. Adam and Chris, back to you.
Anxiously awaiting the Heisman Trophy winner on field in College Station. Thank you, Patrick. We'll continue to follow A&M in their season opener. 17-10 here. Darnell Laws out of the backfield in the flat. It's been a staple of this offense today, and Graham did a nice job of avoiding the pressure to get that pass off.
Yeah, really nice job by Graham. Yes, Darnell Laws, I believe that's his 7th reception of the game so far. Something I think the West Virginia defense had to be aware of going in at halftime. Don't let those little easy, cheap completions into the flat continue to hurt them.
Picked up 3 on the play. It's Asmar in motion. Graham going to run it with Cooper. And he's got jet-like speed as he runs it for a first down to the 45-yard line. Darwin Cook hauled him down. Kevin Rogers has been really good at mixing the run and pass today for William and Mary offensively.
Yeah, I really like this Jarrell Cooper, too. He's another guy, you know, besides Trey McBride today that's kind of impressed me. Very quick, hits the hole hard, and can make people miss in space.
Graham going to work under center. First opportunity for William and Mary in the second half offensively. Little misdirection, gave it to the first man, and no running room there for Cooper. Shaq Rowell able to make the stop, but he's down, and well, that's not good if you're a West Virginia fan, because he is so important to what happens in the interior of that defensive line.
Yes, he is. He's a staple for the interior defensive line. It looks like he might just have a cramp. That's what I'm going to bet here. Yeah, he looks okay, walking around, probably cramps up. It's a hot day. It's not easy on the big guys for sure. And Big Shaq, he's rolling around about 305 pounds. It's a lot to be out here in 85-degree heat.
We mentioned it earlier. Rowell, a fifth-year senior, just like Will Clark. But starting with them on the defensive line today, Eric Kinsey, who is a sophomore. You look at the linebackers. You got Isaiah Bruce, a redshirt sophomore. Jared Barber's a junior, the junior college transfer, and Brandon Golson. Kwiatkowski, a sophomore. Doug Rigg is a senior. But the theme there, and it continues on to the defensive backfield, a lot of youth for Keith Patterson. And as he continues to implement this new system defensively, it's nice that you got kids that can absorb it and then build on it as time goes on.
Yes, they got a good base here for this defense and Coach Patterson. They got some big corners outside. They've decided to go the big corner route instead of the small, quick route. They want guys that can tackle, guys that can break up the 50-50 balls like we've seen Trey McBride come down with so far. They've been a little unfortunate there. But they are continuing to recruit the type of player they want to fit the defense, and they feel like their depth is continuing to improve as well.
Talked to Coach Patterson yesterday. He said he likes high school running backs and even quarterbacks that can come to the next level and play linebacker and safety. They understand how to make those blockers miss from their days running the football. 2nd and 10 for Graham. Going down the right sideline. And this one going to be out of bounds. Trying to find McBride again, but he can't make the circus catch here. He's had 2 of them already today.
He can't do it every time. There was a lot of contact downfield. I thought you might get a pass interference call. Oh, we did get it. I missed the flag. But yeah, there was a lot of contact. That was pass interference. I know I'm an ex-quarterback, and I always err on the side of the offense, but I think that was pretty blatant.
That was Travis Bell that was trying to defend him down the sideline.
It happened really even before that. I think that it was about 10 yards before that where he extended the arm. Anytime those referees see the extended arm, they're going to throw the flag.
Bell and Banks, the corners for West Virginia, converted safeties. 1st and 10. Carey going to go to Cooper.
But wow.
And there's a flag. Happened well after the play.
It's going to be a personal foul on William and Mary.
After the play was over, personal foul, number 15, offense, 15-yard penalty, 2nd out.
Zach Fetters, one of those reserve wide receivers, and from a coaching standpoint, it drives you crazy because your defense is able to hold them to 3. On the defensive side, you're moving the ball and totally too much there.
Yeah, totally unnecessary. You know, putting together a drive, your team's trying to build some momentum here in the 2nd half. Now you put your offense in a really tough situation. 2nd and forever. It's hard to be a good offensive coordinator when it's 2nd and 20.
Play clock inside of 5.
And have to call a timeout.
And I think they got the timeout before the flag.
Timeout, William and Mary.
So William and Mary with their first timeout of the 2nd half. They've got 2nd and long when we return to Morgantown. Tonight, the UFC returns to Fox Sports 1 as the countdown to UFC 164. Henderson versus Pettis inches closer as we bring you exciting live preliminary fight action. UFC 164 prelims tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern only on Fox Sports 1.
Zach Fetters puts them in a bad situation with the personal foul. They're a little discombobulated. Then they got to use a timeout in the 2nd half. Timeouts in the 2nd half are gold. Could end up hurting William and Mary later in the game.
Crowd alive in West Virginia. Give on the delay. Nothing happening for Anderson. Stood up at the line of scrimmage, and Doug Rigg led the charge defensively for West Virginia. And here we go on 3rd and 22.
3rd and 22. Not a whole lot in the playbook for the situation. I expect something very conservative. Like I said earlier, they're not going to give West Virginia anything easy. They're going to continue to stick with this game plan. I expect some sort of screen to a receiver, a back, or maybe just a straight run.
I know it's early to talk about how much time's remaining. But already 10 minutes gone in the 3rd quarter. William and Mary working the clock very nicely as Anderson springs free. Not going to get close to the 1st down. It picks up some field position down to the 40.
A little bit here in no man's land, but I think they're sending out a punt unit. I think that's the right decision. Don't try to attempt a long field goal and miss and give West Virginia field position. You punt the ball down. Hopefully you can pin them inside deep in their own territory and let your defense play, make West Virginia work and execute and go the length of the field.
John Carpenter, the junior, standing at his own 45 for William and Mary to punt it away. Jordan Thompson settles in at the 10 for West Virginia. What a bounce, but it got into the end zone. William and Mary just about had them backed up to their own goal line. Instead, West Virginia starting at the 20. 4:33 to play in the third, and they trail William and Mary 17-10. Got a good one going here in West Virginia. 4:33 to play in the third quarter. William and Mary on the road, trying to pull the upset. They lead the Mountaineers 17-10. Nice crowd for the season opener here at Mountaineer Field. Millard led a field goal scoring drive to open this second half, and he gets his second opportunity here. Alford gets it going around the left side, and he's got some room on the end around across the 25. Picked up 7 on first down, and you like the misdirection there to get this drive going.
Yeah, nice little wrinkle to start the drive. Also, hopefully, you know, if you're West Virginia, you haven't made a whole lot of big plays so far. You hope one of these can break.
I know when you and I came out to practice the other day, Alford, a kid that caught your eye very quickly.
Yes, he did. He's kind of what you would expect to see here at West Virginia. A little smaller in size, but really fast, really quick.
Millard working out of the pistol. It's Garrison, the motion man. Haven't seen Dustin much today. Millard throws it back left. Carswell's got the catch, and he's got a first down as he races across the 30.
William and Mary, they just got to continue to tackle in the open field. Stick with the game plan. Change up the looks of the quarterback from time to time. Keep this West Virginia offense in front of you and make tackles.
And they have done an unbelievable job of that today.
Yes, they have.
Diamond set for the Mountaineers on first down.
3 down linemen for William and Mary too, so they're protecting the passing game as well. Gonna pressure.
The move man was Garrison. Millard play action, looking for the long ball. He's got Carswell, and Carswell's gonna score. Touchdown, West Virginia. Millard took a shot.
Well, that case in point right there is why you don't want to blitz too much if you're William and Mary. You leave your skill guys one-on-one outside. West Virginia blocks it up. Millard hangs in the pocket, takes a hit, but makes the big throw. Now we got a tie game.
Lambert on for the extra point. Molinari to hold. It's up and good. Can you say momentum change? West Virginia trailing 17-7 at the half has tied it up. Ronald Carswell takes it 69 yards from Paul Menard, and we got a new game here in West Virginia. We got a good one in Mountaineer Field. West Virginia trailing at 17-7 at the break, but they have rallied to tie it at 17 apiece. A 69-yard hookup. Paul Millard to Ronald Carswell. Millard spreading the wealth today, and he put that one on the money. And the momentum is now shifted back the way of West Virginia. Saw Millard limping off the field. A little bit of a cramp there in the calf, it looked like.
Yeah, that's all it looks like. Nothing serious.
Well, if you're Dana Holgerson, you can take a deep breath here. 17-7, trailing at home against a tough team like William and Mary. No fun.
No, it's not. His team has responded well so far here in the second half. And, you know, more importantly, he didn't panic. And when the head coach doesn't panic, the players usually don't panic as well.
Molinari to put it back in play. It's going to be McBride who brings it in. Trey across the 15 to the 20. And once again, a nice return out to the 27-yard line as we look back at the scoring play.
Yeah, 2 things you got to look at here for Paul Millard. He sees the safety, Coupland, squatting. He sees outside leverage by the corner here. When he sees that, he knows he's got a chance over the top. Sits in the pocket. Ronald Carswell runs a good route and just runs away from McNeil.
How about the offensive contributors today for Dana White? Da'Keil Shorts has made his presence known. K.J. Myers had a catch. Carswell, the bomb. Mathis, McCartney, certainly Sims.
They're certainly capable of spreading it around.
Big drive for William and Mary. 3:10 to go in the third quarter. Start out with a run. It's going to be McBride for about 5 yards as we go to Los Angeles in a game bait. Here's Patrick.
All right, well, we showed you Texas A&M tie it up with Rice. Now we're going to show you them taking the lead. Matt Jokel to Ricky Seals-Jones, 71 yards. Jokel is the twin brother of Luke Jokel, the second overall pick of the Jaguars last year. A&M just scored again. It's now 27-14, perhaps a Wally Pipp situation. I doubt that. Adam, back to you.
Thank you, Patrick. Matt Jokel picking up the ball for Texas A&M, who has things in control in Texas. William and Mary trying to regain control here. Graham, play action going deep. McBride wide open, had to wait on it at the 35, but a huge gainer as he takes it down to the West Virginia 30. A pickup of 40.
Great play call by Kevin Rogers right there. Your team, the momentum has shifted. You need something to give your team a spark. They run a little fake reverse. McBride sneaks behind the defense. Darwin Cook bit on the fake. A better ball that probably would have been a touchdown. But be safe, get the completion. Great call by William and Mary.
The play card for Kevin Rogers today has been incredible. Third catch of the day from McBride. 108 yards. Back to the ground game here. Not much doing as Kyle Rose comes up and makes the stop.
You talk about Kevin Rogers. The play calls have been great. The overall game plan for William and Mary has been very impressive. They came in here in a tough environment and really have just stuck to what they wanted to do. Didn't panic early. And they're hanging in here again. The momentum shifted, but they make the big play to get it back on their side.
You want to be in the game on the road in the fourth quarter if you're thinking upset. William and Mary, as you said, has weathered the storm after the 10-point rally by West Virginia, and they're on the move again. 2nd and 9. Graham going to put it up. Throws it in the flat. Another catch by Laws, who's tripped up down at the 27.
Good catch. We've seen this concept a few times already. It was a great catch by Darnell Laws. You see, this is the second time today he's one-handed a ball. You know, that's a play there. Michael Graham, you got to get the ball out in front of him. Let your big fullback catch the ball, get square upfield, and then he can use his size and power to break some tackles.
Nice effort by Banks to come up and make the stop. 3rd down and 7. Ball at the 27-yard line. Graham under center. Puts McBride in the slot. Now he motions toward the line. Going to run it here with Anderson. The hole opened and it closed quickly. Short of the first down. Stopped at the 25-yard line.
I understand the play call again. They're sticking with the mold. Get the field goal kicker a few more yards. Hopefully he can make it, and you get the 20-17 lead. You don't want to come away with these drives with nothing. That will deflate your team as much as anything will.
And the field goal attempt will happen as we begin the fourth quarter. We're 3/4 of the way there in Morgantown, West Virginia, and we're all tied at 17. Set for the final 15 minutes in Morgantown, West Virginia. William and Mary trying to reclaim the lead. John Carpenter with a 42-yard field goal attempt from the right hash. No good. West Virginia able to hold despite the long pass play. And now an opportunity for Dana Holgerson's bunch to reclaim the lead. Perfect start to the fourth quarter for them. They get the miss on the field goal. The ball is back, and they can retake the advantage here.
Yeah, you're right about that. You know, William and Mary, you can't be deflated. That was a good drive. You missed the field goal. You just try to continue to play good defense. Don't let up the big play here so you can continue to hang in the game and hopefully let your offense get in a rhythm next series again and go down and get some points.
Last play, Paul Millard went deep, found Ronald Carswell for 69 yards, a scoring strike that tied this game at 17. Here's Garrison on the carry. Flag comes in. Certainly in the area where you would typically see holding.
Personal foul, shot block, number 88, offense. 15-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
Alan Eck, our referee today. Cody Clay, the guilty party.
There it goes. There's your chop block right there. Can't go low into a guy's knees outside there like that. It's dangerous. A lot of injuries happen.
Sets up 1st and 22. Not a good spot for the offense. Millard with the handoff. Some running room here for Sims, who will not go down across the 20 and churning to the 23-yard line. Ryan Smith finally able to pull him down, but he got a good portion of the penalty yardage back there on 1st and 22.
Yeah, Smith runs hard. The one thing you notice, he's such a big, powerful guy. Breaks the tackle of Mike Riley at the defensive end, then plows forward for some more yards. He always falls forward. That's the one thing I like about his game.
$10 yards on the pickup, 2nd down and 12. Graham, Millard under center, and he goes play action. He's hit and dropped very quickly. Beerhalter there to come after him. 3rd and 12.
When they've been under center, they've either run it or done play action. Doesn't really fit what West Virginia does offensively, and as you see there, the protection breaks down. Millard gets hit, lucky to get the ball out of his hand. Good job by him.
And this the kind of situation the William and Mary defense needed, trying to get off the field. Rushing 3. Millard in the pistol. Gonna throw it, dumps it over the middle. McCartney's got the catch. Racing outside, is not going to get the first down. And how about the play by DeAndre Houston Carson making the stop on the far side of the field to hold him short of the first down.
Yeah, good play by William and Mary. Smart defensive call. Have 8 guys back. Don't let anything cheap. No big plays. Just rally and make the tackle. Good play here by Millard as well. There's nothing downfield. Sometimes you just got to take what the defense gives you and hope one of your guys can make a play.
Nick O'Toole kicks it away from his own 15, and man, is this a moonshot. Ballard backpedaling inside his own 20. Got some room to run. Great hit by Jeremy Tyler. Nope, it was Darwin Cook who made the stop. A 56-yard punt. William and Mary the ball when we return to Morgantown. Now our Quicken Loans game summary here at West Virginia. All tied at 17 apiece. And the top line really jumps out at you, doesn't it? No mistakes for William and Mary?
Yes, they played a clean game. You know, you look at the one penalty, that was a drive killer 2 drives ago for William and Mary. Other thing I look at, you know, poor Clint Trickett. It's a tough situation. The game and the way it unfolded really wasn't real good for him as far as getting your second string quarterback in, getting him some reps to see what he has. It ended up being a closer game. William and Mary hung in there. Coach goes with the quarterback that he's the most comfortable with in the system, and that's Millard.
13-14 to play. Tie score. William and Mary hoping to make a difference-making drive here. Anderson cuts it outside, and not much doing. Travis Bell able to run him wide and pull him down after a gain of 1.
Well, there's a reason right there why they wanted to go with the big cornerback route. These guys can tackle in space. Does a good job there, just bringing them down to the ground, not letting the running back get outside and contain and break a big one.
Bell, a kid who played early last year, got hurt, used a medical red shirt, moved from safety to corner in the offseason. Asmar, the tight end that went left. Darnell Laws, the fullback, went that way as well. Graham to throw on second down. He's got Ballard for a first. 34-yard line where he's pulled down.
Again, a nice little play call by Kevin Rogers. Has a little window dressing before the snap, shifts the formation, makes defense think, readjusts, finds an easy completion outside to Zach Fetters.
Saw the graphic a moment ago. Not many mistakes by William and Mary today. That means the clock isn't stopping much, and that is a huge advantage for the Tribe as they try and pull off the upset. 12 minutes to go. The dump pass to Anderson. Incomplete. We got a flag on the play. Let's go to Los Angeles for a game break.
All right, thanks a lot. Second-ranked Ohio State only leading Buffalo by 10. Kenny Guyton is in at quarterback for Braxton Miller. He hits Chris Fields. Fields' second touchdown of the day. Reports from Columbus. Braxton Miller suffering from cramps. It's a 37-20 ball game in the third quarter. Adam, back to you.
Thanks, Patrick. Holding the call on William and Mary, and just when we compliment them on playing a clean game, this penalty really hurts because it puts you behind the chains, and that's not a place that Jimmy Laycock and this football team want to be.
No, well, as they've shown so far, Trey McBride's really the only guy that they got as a downfield threat, so it's hard for them to generate some big plays.
Anderson to run on first down. He's stubborn in the trenches, but Will Clark finally pulls him to the ground. Second down and 20.
You know, I'm surprised we haven't seen a little bit more of Jarrell Cooper. I like his skill set. Some of these runs, when they spread out the defense, he definitely looks a little bit more capable of making guys miss in space.
Second down and 20. Cooper is in the game. Be interesting to see how offensive coordinator Kevin Rogers handles this situation. Going to put it up. Graham looking for his tight end, and it is caught for a first down. Finding another weapon, Robert Asmar, his first catch of the day.
Yeah, great catch by Robert Asmar. Ball was a little late, high. He's a big tight end, 6'4", 240. He does a good job of going to meet the ball at the highest point. As you see here, he jumps up, takes the contact, and then falls forward for another 2 or 3 yards to get the first down.
Needed 20, got 21.
Game changer right there. Moves the chains, keeps the clock going.
Gone under 11 minutes now. That's Laws in motion. Graham going to run it. Cooper got the carry. About 5 yards on first down as he inches closer to midfield. Brandon Golson brought him down, the junior college transfer linebacker.
You keep your offense in these good situations like 2nd and 5. Everything in the playbook is open. You can run it again, play action pass, high percentage drop back passes.
Second and 5. I'll give some credit to the senior Graham as well. He has managed the game nicely under center. Going to throw it. There's some pressure, tipped and incomplete, and that's one he would like to have back. He got away with it.
He did. Got some pressure up the middle. Panicked a little bit, threw the ball without really looking to see if the receiver was open. Gets off the first read, second read's not there, as you see. Dodged a bullet there for sure.
It's Dontrell Hyman who put on the pressure, and Doug Rigg, who got his hands on the ball, nearly intercepted it. Mountaineer crowd coming to life. Third down and 5 for William and Mary. They're 5 of 12 on third down today. And a huge play here as we close on 10 minutes remaining. Set up the screen. Incomplete, trying to find McBride on the far side.
Not a bad play call. Again, somewhat conservative, but smart. Rolled the quarterback out a little bit, try to throw the screen back to Trey McBride. West Virginia they were all over it.
Yeah, K.J. Dillon.
Yeah, he really did a great job of seeing it, reacting, and breaking up the pass.
True sophomore out of Florida. There's John Carpenter to kick it away from his own 35-yard line. Takes a William and Mary bounce and is going to roll dead inside the 5. Let's see what Paul Millard and West Virginia can do with the ball. They've got it when we return, tied at 17. Open up the 2013 campaign. Here it's West Virginia and William and Mary, all back where we started. Tied at 17. Millard, quick pass right side. And once again, it's the 2 true freshmen, DeKeel Shorts, who pulled it in.
If you're West Virginia, you don't really break out of the mold either. Just keep doing what's been working for you here in the second half. A lot of quick passes and continuing to run the ball.
Pick up a 7. Sets up second down and 3. Millard on the screen. Dangerous pass, nearly intercepted. Luke Rhodes read that play and almost had it as they tried to find Wendell Smallwood on the screen.
Yeah, great job by Luke Rhodes. Reads the play out. He's a smart player, a true sophomore, led the team in tackles last year as a true freshman. A guy that we might have not called his name a lot today, but the one thing I know he's done really well, the pace of the game and the West Virginia offense, he's been able to get the defense lined up in the right calls every play.
Third down has not been West Virginia's friend today. Here's Millard, right side, missing McCartney, and they will have to punt it away. 3 and out after starting this drive inside their own 5-yard line, and this means really good field position for William and Mary.
Yeah, one of the more important things about that last drive with William and Mary's offense is they did change field position. So here they go. They get the 3 and out. Their defense does a great job. Now they're going to get a chance to put their offense in good position.
DeAndre Houston Carson, the talented corner that made the play. Nick O'Toole, an incredible punt. Ballard back inside his own 30, nowhere to go, and Darwin Cook making a huge play on special teams.
Huge tackle. Just as I said, they're going to change field position. Great punt. William and Mary's got the ball in their own 25. We'll be back after the break.
The money is on the line in Morgantown, West Virginia. Mountaineer fans a little nervous, tied with William and Mary, 17 apiece, 9:07 to play in this one. And that Mountaineer defense back on the field as you look at the quarterback comparison.
Well, as you can see, both quarterbacks have been very efficient, played well, made a lot of good throws. There's really not too much to be disappointed with either one. They've managed the offense and kept their team in the game. Now it's going to be about just executing here at the end with all the pressure on.
At our Chevy stat comparison as we get a look at Michael Graham going play action under pressure, and he's going to go down. Making the play, Doug Rigg from his linebacking spot.
Yeah, Graham got some pressure, but he had some options downfield. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger. He had 83 Sean Ballard on the outside in the post where he could have given him a chance. And quite honestly, I thought he had Trey McBride over the middle for an easy completion as well on an in-cut. There you see McBride going through the middle. It's not easy playing quarterback. Everyone tells you they're open. Sometimes people are in your face.
2nd and 17. Keep it on the ground here. Shaq Rowell, who had the cramp problems earlier, able to make the tackle on Jarrell Cooper. 3rd down and long. Going to be 3rd and 14 for William and Mary as the clock rolls down. Under 8 minutes to play when we get the snap here.
Well, the formula won't change for William and Mary. I still expect something either high percentage pass-wise, maybe a screen, or another draw to the running back.
Graham going to throw out of the shotgun. Sets up the screen. Cooper nowhere to go. Hard hit. Will Clark made the stick.
Good play by Will Clark. He's somebody they wanted him to be tougher and more intense this year. He's made an effort to try to do that and kind of be the guy they can look to on defense for a spark and a little energy.
Needed 14. lost 2 on the play. And that will likely flip the field as John Carpenter standing at his own 5 to punt it away for William and Mary. Pressure, but he gets it away. Jordan Thompson calls for the fair catch right at midfield. 7:02 to play. West Virginia has the ball. After the defense did its job, Will Clark feeling good as we close on the end in Morgantown. Just past 3 o'clock in the East. 7:02 to play in Morgantown, West Virginia. The homestanding Mountaineers tied at 17 with William and Mary. The defense with great execution on that last possession. And now the West Virginia offense with tremendous field position. They get it at midfield, their best starting spot of the day. Millard working under center. And they will keep it on the ground in a huge hole over the left side. Smith with a good run for 8 yards before Jerome Copeland picked him up and laid him down.
Copeland laid the wood right there. But as you see on the left side of the offensive line just collapsed the defensive line of William and Mary. Left a huge hole for Smith.
Copeland, a senior safety that is not afraid to put his shoulder down and get after it. 2nd down and 1. Again, the give to Smith. He's got the first down. Breaks a tackle as he goes inside the 40 and ridden down at the 37. September and Copeland there again to make the stop.
Well, one of the things we worried about here late in the game was this William and Mary defense going to be fresh, still ready to go. There has not been a lot of substitution on that side of the ball. They've played a lot of snaps. Are they going to get worn down here in this last 6 minutes of the game?
West Virginia content to run the ball so far on this drive. It's Sims who gets it this time, and he's got room over the right side. Pulled down at the 31-yard line. Picked up 6.
Yeah, I'm not so sure we're not seeing them getting a little fatigued here. West Virginia's just going right at them. They're kind of pushing the line of scrimmage back right now. And when you got a big running back like Charles Sims and it becomes the 4th quarter and you become tired, defenders don't want to tackle those big bodies.
Give a call to some of those youngsters on the offensive line for West Virginia as well. Lucas, Orlowski, and Glowinski. Going to pass it here. Millard up top, finds his man, K.J. Myers with the first down. Then he fumbled the ball, but it is recovered by West Virginia. Nikhil Shorts diving on it after Myers had made the catch and gotten the first down.
Nice throw there by Millard. It looked like it was just a little curl route, but he was right on time with it. There you go. See it there. Good ball, good timing. Just got to be careful for fighting for extra yards here late in the game. You know, is 1 or 2 extra yards worth sticking the ball out there and letting the defender knock it loose and getting a turnover?
It was Rhodes that came over and knocked it out. And Shorts, who's been great in the passing game today, may have made his biggest play of the afternoon right there, recovering the fumble. Now a stoppage of play. I think they're going to reset the play clock.
There is no foul for a delayed game. The play clock should have been reset. The play clock and the game clock will start on my ready for play signal.
Well, West Virginia, they're giving William and Mary a little bit of their dose of their own medicine here. They're playing smash mouth football, controlling the clock a little. Going to take some time off and give this William and Mary offense little time to work with here in the 4th quarter.
1st and 10, just outside the 15. Sims gets it right side. Breaking tackles, carrying others, and he's inside the 10 to the 9.
West Virginia offensive line starting to impose their will a little bit on this William and Mary defense.
Successful West Virginia debut for Charles Sims, the transfer from Houston. 2nd down and a couple. Sims gets it again. Inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line.
Copeland makes another big tackle. You can see why he's such a big deal at safety. He shows up in the run game and the pass game. A really solid open field tackler. Charles Sims, 22 rushes, 119 yards. It's been a workhorse type day for him.
Saw him on the sideline. 1st down and goal. Millard out of the diamond formation. That's Smith behind him. Smallwood to his left. Smith gets the call. Driving forward. We're going to stack him up as he went inside the 3 and down to the 2-yard line. Lost his helmet in the process, so he will have to lead the game. And here comes Garrison in.
William & Mary's got a run-stopping defense in. They got 4 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers in, so they're gonna make it tough on West Virginia to run the ball in here. We'll see if West Virginia has the guts to maybe throw it up.
Wendell Smallwood, the true freshman, gets it, spinning. Did he get in? Yes! Touchdown, Mountaineers! Three new faces in the backfield for Dana Holgerson. Sims handled most of the load. Smith got his opportunity. And it was Wendell Smallwood, the true freshman, that gets it in the end zone and puts West Virginia back on top.
Well, this might be your new West Virginia team this year. The booth's looking at it. It is close. I thought he got in on first look, though, here with his 2nd effort. He's in right there.
And this kind of goes back to the situation in the replay we had earlier with Graham, the quarterback, running it in for William & Mary. When you have a play around the goal line, so hard to overturn it if, in fact, the ruling on the field was a touchdown. And I'm sure they're going to find here that it was, in fact, a score.
After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Touchdown.
Well, the thing I like is this might be your new West Virginia team. It might not be as flashy or as sexy as last year with Tavon Austin and Stedman Bailey with all the big plays and Geno Smith. You know, this year they're a tougher team. They're going to make an effort to run the ball and play some tough defense. Dana Holgerson's done a good job of transforming the mindset of this team when you lose such big key players like he did this year.
Lambert on to try the extra point. Two for 2 today. And he knocks this one through. Wendell Smallwood. He may be a freshman, but he knows what it's like to play at the collegiate level now. The extra effort gets him into the end zone, his first career score, and the Mountaineers have reclaimed the lead 24-17 with 3:22 to play. Huge disappointment for Jimmy Laycock across the field.
Yeah, well, his defense has played good all day. I honestly do think they're starting to get a little tired here late in the 4th quarter. I know we talked about it a bunch, but like we talked about early in the game, they don't have the depth this West Virginia team has. It's going to come back to bite them here a little bit in the 4th quarter.
Eight plays, 50 yards. They work 3:40 off the clock.
Still 3 minutes and 22 seconds left, though. William & Mary, they don't need to get in the 2-minute offense. They can still run their normal base offense we've seen all day. Run the ball, high percentage passes. Just play your game here. No time to do anything outside of the box yet.
Molinari, a line drive. Trey McBride grabs it and returns it across the 20 and pulled down at the 24-yard line. Wes Tonkery on special teams made the stop for West Virginia.
Well, if I'm West Virginia's defense here, I play very conservative. I don't blitz. I don't give Trey McBride any chance outside to make a big play. Make this William & Mary offense execute, do it the hard way. Don't let them get any big chunky yards with one play.
Set it off the top today. One of the big conversations in West Virginia about their football team is where would the defense stand this year after struggling so much a season ago. They've got an opportunity to make a statement right here. Graham picked off around the 40. Darwin Cook, the big play man in the secondary. The senior makes it happen.
Yeah, just not the greatest decision by Graham there. Really was a tight window. Tried to fit it in. You know, we talked about a second ago. It's just not the time to stick with the formula that's been working. Don't panic just because you're down by 7 with 3.5 minutes left. Yeah, the ball just looked to come out of his hand a little bit silly there too. Didn't have a whole lot of pop on it. Darwin Cook made the catch. I would like to see if he caught that clean as well. I mean, Darwin Cook, that was close to hitting the ground.
Andrew Jones, the center for William & Mary, is still down back at the 20-yard line. And Darwin Cook, an interesting story. Had a very good season in 2011. 85 tackles, a couple of interceptions. And remember, he was a huge catalyst for this West Virginia team in their Orange Bowl victory. Struggled a little bit last year. Rededicated himself in the offseason. Actually graduated in May and is back this year for his 5th year on campus. Going to get a 2nd degree, and he's being rewarded with success on field as well.
Yeah, good for him. He's put in the time, the effort to make some plays out here. The coaches on Thursday, we got a chance to talk to them. They all expected big things out of Darwin Cook this year. They were really excited for him as a person and as a player. And good for him getting the INT here late in the game.
Yeah, 6 tackles today. That's 2nd among those players on the West Virginia side of the football.
Well, if you're William & Mary here, I think you got to stack the box a little bit. Try to stop the run. You want to try to do your best here to keep West Virginia out of field goal position so you can still keep it a 1-possession game.
Dustin Garrison, the junior running back that has not seen as much time today in the backfield. They throw it left side to Mathis, the inside receiver. He gets down close to the first down, going to be a couple of yards shy. It was Quincy September that ran over and made the stop for William & Mary.
Well, that's the tough thing to defend about this West Virginia offense. They got so many ways to get easy completions. You know, that right there, that's just a glorified run. Throw it out there, let your receiver make 1 or 2 guys miss. Here you are in 2nd and 8. And I expect we'll see Dreamus Smith in between the tackles here on 2nd and 2.
2:30 to play. And remember, Jimmy Laycock, the head coach at William & Mary, used that timeout early in the 2nd half, so they only have 2 remaining. It is Smith who gets the carry on 2nd down. The pile pushing forward, and it will be very close to a first down. The spot will determine if he got it or not. And this spot could be big with only 2:15 to go.
They gave it to him, first down. Coach Laycock's got to, probably after first down here, I would think about using my timeouts.
Millard letting the play clock run down here. Got down to 1 second, and a timeout is called.
West Virginia, their first charge timeout of the 2nd half. 30 seconds in line.
.154 to play. West Virginia closing in on a 1-0 start, and one of the reasons why, the transfer from Houston, Charles Sims, been big today.
Yeah, he really has. He's been consistent all the way through. Hasn't broke any huge runs, but been consistently breaking off 8, 10 yards, pushing the pile forward, breaking arm tackles like you see there. He's got some big-time talent. You're going to see him on Sundays next year as well. You know, the story of him is funny as, you know, it's a funny story. He was in Houston with Dana Holgorsen in 2009. Holgorsen recruited him there. He kind of wanted to play under the big lights of the Big 12, makes the transfer, and here he is having a good day today.
Yeah, and he is our Right Stuff player of the game, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. It's Cody Clay in motion. Dustin Garrison going to get the carry on first down.
William & Mary there, they're kind of selling out with the linebackers in a double A-gap blitz. Now, when I say A-gap, what I'm saying is the gap, the first gap on both sides of the center is the A-gap. A-gap, B-gap, C-gap, D-gap, and so on. William & Mary's going to try to clog some of these running lanes and hopefully get a chance to get the ball back.
The Tribe with 2 timeouts remaining. And as soon as they make the tackle here, you know they will be using the first of those. Millard looking to pass. Throws it down the seam, and it's incomplete. But there will be a flag, and that's big because if there hadn't been a flag, the incompletion obviously stops the clock.
Yes. What I don't understand, it's the same coverage we saw the big touchdown pass on before. Safety squats. The corner plays outside leverage. There's no chance to stop that route. So, of course, he has to hold because he's afraid of giving up the touchdown.
Pass interference, number 36, defense. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. First down.
DeAndre Houston Carson, the guilty party.
Well, Houston Carson, he is playing inside leverage. You know, with this coverage, that's the golden rule. You can't let the receiver get back inside. He lets that happen and puts him in a vulnerable position. He's got to reach out and hold. Doesn't want to give up the touchdown.
1:08 to play. First down for West Virginia. It's going to work the clock here. And near side is Smallwood. Knocked out of bounds. Had a nice carry, but got out of bounds, and it stops the clock now with just over a minute to play. They did signal, though, first down for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, Smallwood, this is what he brings. He's a great compliment back to Charles Sims. Charles Sims, a little bit bigger. Of course, he's shifty and can break tackles, but this Smallwood kid, he can really go. I think you're going to see a lot of him as the year continues, and he's going to make some big plays.
Sims back in the game, gets the carry here on 1st and goal. Goes inside the 5 as the clock rolls down now, under a minute to play. And West Virginia, who trailed in this one 17-7 at the half, as their defense come out, pitch a shutout in the second half, and they are going to escape with a victory 24-17 over William & Mary.
Yeah, they hung tough. First game of the year. No cupcake here in William & Mary. Dana Holgorsen's got to be really pleased with his offense and his defense. If there's one thing they showed through this game was a little grit, a little toughness. They didn't get fazed by being down. Congrats to them on the good win.
Victory formation. William & Mary not going to use their timeouts, and that will do it. The Mountaineers go to 1-0 on the season. A come-from-behind win, 24-17, the final over the Tribe of William & Mary. Jimmy Laycock, Dana Holgorsen shaking hands at midfield. So the Mountaineers get to 1-0 on the campaign. The Tribe 0-1 to start 2013. And a reminder, coming up on Fox Sports 1 at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, number 3 Oregon hosting Nicholls State to open up the year. And after a break, we're going to Los Angeles for the post-game report. Thanks for being with us. For Chris Sims, I'm Adam Alexander. So long from Morgantown, West Virginia, where the Mountaineers win it.